Because we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the London Monarchs. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that will be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Cook. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground, Hall. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action now. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that it'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
1st and 10. It's Hall.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Logan Hall is there for the stop.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Wilson. This is intercepted. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. All right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
8-yard pickup, and the Bills' first down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen.
Cook makes the catch on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realized he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
From the 10, 1st and goal.
Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Moore, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A give running right is Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The kick by Elliott is good, and it's 3-0 here in the second quarter.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Allen going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
On play action, Allen. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Wilson. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. Hall on a give up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked on by Ashton Davis.
The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got it.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Elijah Moore.
In the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Monarchs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now stands at 13.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Moore, the man in motion. They'll give to Hall. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And some room to run now. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown. Elijah Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Stephon Diggs.
And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line.
A big play here for Buffalo. 54 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Rolling to his right. That's caught. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A handoff for Hall.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Wilson.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen steps away to his left.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Allen off the play fake. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Didn't get the big yardage there. You might not have a smaller back. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. On play action, Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Bills 15.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Hall again. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah from 3 yards out. And the Monarchs might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Going to throw. He's got the hook up with Diggs.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Allen to throw it. And incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. To the air, Allen going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's a give to Hall. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown!
Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Monarchs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 24-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Make a meal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Allen.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
36. Bills 22. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Give to Hall running right.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
A toss left side for Hall.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Bearcats remain on the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Wilson wants to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. In motion left is Wilson. To throw on 2nd down. Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the home team here, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first win of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stand for time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners.